Hey, everybody. There's nobody here yet, but everybody will be watching this. Everybody will be watching this. This is another one of the my kind of impromptu taking old songs that I haven't released yet and going through the mix process, editing things. And the last time I did this, when I posted my stream, I had it unlisted, and I wondered why there was only one person in the chat, and it was my friend Justin, who you'll meet in a minute. And as I was going through the thing, editing the song, he was, giving some really great input. So after we did that, I thought, man, it'd be great if he just comes on with me, and he can hear the song in stereo. He can give his input, and then it gets even one better. Is that one of my oldest friends and killer musician, songwriter, producer, engineer, Gary Alexander out of Nashville, was so kind to also come on tonight and see what we can make of this song. So with that, I'm going to bring these guys in. Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
So we had some hurdles to jump over last night and today with crazy audio problems, getting the audio to be non-looping back, hearing in stereo, which would be kind of important to mix a song to hear it in stereo. So how are you guys doing?
Nope. Doing
Go
all right.
for it, Justin.
Well,
Just
without
glad we got
further
you going.
Huh?
I wish I knew more about what exactly was going on, but
Yeah. Well, we're getting there. So, hey, Mark Tanner is in the house.
Hey, Mark.
hey, Mark.
I'm going to fix this while he's here. Sorry, I didn't get to do that earlier. All right. Without further ado, we'll just jump into. I was a Pro Tools guy forever, and then they went to the subscription plan, I think, in Pro Tools 11. And I have a friend around here, a big producer, and I asked him what he would do, and he said, buy Logic. And so I did that, and that's been, 15 years ago, and I just loved the project, the product. But what we have here is a song that I wrote 4 years ago and demoed it and then sat on it because when I played my mix for some friends, including Justin and my old producer, Kitty, JT Longoria, they were hearing a tone, some kind of non-musical harmonic tone, and I can't hear it because I've got hearing damage. So I got so depressed, I just sat on it. And then Justin was so kind to analyze the track and find out where it was, and it was in the bass. It was in the bass guitar, and he was able to remove that. And so now we get to maybe try to make heads or tails out of this. So what I'll do is I'll just play a little bit of the song so you guys can get a feel of what it is, and then we'll just go through the tracks, find out if there's any editing we need to do or any cool tricks like Justin had shown me on the last one about ducking guitars to make sure the vocals were heard, and we're just gonna whip this thing into shape. So here's how it sounds. It might be good to put the vocals in.
I was grooving pretty hard.
So we'll just.
So that's
yeah.
That's the clean bass, correct?
That is the new one that you sent me today.
Will you switch back over to the other one so we can hear what it started like? 'Cause I would like to hear that.
You know what? I didn't delete it like I wanted to. So yes, I have it right here. We will mute this one, unmute this one, and hear what it sounds like. I'll keep the vocals off so we can focus on that.
Okay.
I'll go back between both of them.
Okay.
Let us know when you switch.
The ground loop was there. It disappears.
Yeah, this one here is the original one with the noise, and I'm switching to the new one right now. Then we'll get a little vocal here.
I've been dancing with the devil till dawn, hoping that she hasn't moved on. I'm not the man she thinks I am, hope that she will understand. Thought I was a king but was a pawn. But the truth could lead to indiscretion. Honesty could see through the lies. I'm broken but I'm hoping that she's open to the truth in my eyes. 'Cause my heart is feeling Minnesota, my body is feeling Dubai. Yeah, my baby, she's going to Carolina, but I feel her in my bones tonight.
Yeah, so that's the gist of the song.
I would like to hear the both of those basses soloed against each other.
Yeah,
Just because I couldn't really tell in the mix a huge difference. But then again, we're listening over a live stream, and I'm in headphones, so
right. And I did.
I'm sure
I
if I
did
was listening to a studio monitor or something,
and I did a little
probably
EQ.
hear.
I had a little bit of bass. I
Tim?
think I.
Can you solo just the two bass?
Yes, I can.
Make the original with the noise go left and pan the other right.
Yep, can do. So let's solo the bass. That bass.
And I left some of it in there because I didn't want to take it completely out. It was just noticeable before. Now it's buried.
Right.
Yeah,
But
I'm
there
just
should be
curious
enough-
of how big of a difference it makes.
Yeah, old bass is on the left and the new bass is on the right. Now what I'll do is I'll put them up the middle and alternate.
I couldn't hear the right.
Hang on 1 second, I'm gonna fix that.
My right wasn't working for some reason.
Okay, this is the new one. And this is the old one now.
Yeah.
Then this is the new one.
It's cleaner.
Yeah.
It's still there, but it's lower than where the vocal range is going to fit.
Cool. And and I intentionally added saturation to it, which is what I do to most of my bass work. It helps to cut through a mix on an iPhone, which apparently is everybody's favorite way to listen to music these days. hang on.
You know me and how I feel about saturation.
I know. I know.
So, I mean, Justin's helping me with the saturation thing on vocals, and that's really making a big difference. But I don't know if I would have used that much on that bass. And I'm just giving you my opinion. You asked me to be here, so
Oh yeah, yeah. And it's
that's just my opinion.
it's a taste thing for sure. In the mix, you don't hear
I mean,
it as
because you've got saturation on your guitars, especially the one in the left.
Mm-hmm.
It's so saturated, I can't really tell. I can't hear individual notes in the chord. The one on the right, that's playing that main rhythm, that's nice. I like that. But that other one just almost sounds like it's got distortion on it instead of just a saturated guitar.
Yeah,
And to me.
yeah. Let me listen
So
to
when you
something real
add
quick.
all that together, this is all I'm saying. When you add all that together in a mix with saturation on the bass, saturation on both guitars, you got saturation on your vocals. I don't know what you've done to the drums yet, but they sound pretty darn clean,
Yeah, I agree. Again, this started as a demo, but
Dancing with the devil
Let me turn
till
off the vocals.
dawn.
yeah, I had to.
Are you adding this saturation to the bass post, or
No,
is it in the mix?
that's-
You recorded, printed it like that?
Yeah, that's the way I played. That's the way I dialed it in, and I cut this through a UAD plugin, an Ampeg
Right.
B15, and I added it there, so I printed it.
Okay, I get you.
Usually, if I'm going to do that, I would do a DI2. That's what I do
The
now.
other, what
but
I'm hearing,
I don't have
Tim,
a
is
DI.
that, and this is just my background in music is R&B, dance music, and all that kind of stuff. And I mean, that's what I grew up playing in cover bands. Everybody has to play that stuff when you play clubs if you're going to make money. And that's a whole nother story, by the way, if anybody's paying attention. What I'm hearing, every time I hear the song, I can't help but move because it's got a really good groove. And I'm all about groove. I'm a tower power freak and everything. And I think that it would have even more of a groove if that bass was more of a, almost like, a lot of punch in it instead of, that kind of saturation stuff. But again, like you said, it's just taste and opinion.
Yeah.
He's going to kick me off the channel, y'all.
No, I'm not. It's. I agree, and
I'm just kidding.
I the more I do this, like again, I usually cut a DI bass and then the amp bass, and it gives me options when I mix. But I didn't. This was I probably wrote and recorded this song in probably 2 days, and
Right.
flying by the seat of my pants. But you're right. I tend to lean to an abundance of saturation distortion. So let's see what we got. Originally, I had done the drums in Easy Drummer 2, but since I recorded it, I've got the Easy Drummer 3, and I switched that out yesterday, and it made all the difference in the world. The drums are cleaner, punchier, better. But then I had problems with MIDI mapping from Easy Drummer 2 to Easy Drummer 3, but I got all that sorted out. Let's listen to the guitars and the drums.
Before you start it, let me ask you a question, just so I know what I'm listening to, because I didn't hear this really until yesterday when we were testing all this stuff. The saturation on the guitars, you printed that as well too, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. This is and I think I did the guitars through UAD plugins through my Apollo, and that top
Right.
slot, I think it was the PT100 Pete Doran one, and then a Marshall JCM 45, whatever. I'm not sure. I didn't.
Well, and I didn't do anything other than clean up a bunch of that amp buzz, that stimulated amp buzz, and pull that down, and then I RMS and peak level matched this to the original. So I have not done any compression. I've not done any EQ. So what are you, besides the additional saturation that's printed to it, what are you not liking that's not there, or that?
Oh, I actually, it was a little quieter, and let's see, pull up my mixer. What I did to it was, bass fixed. That's it. All I did was it was kind of getting in the way of the kick, and I just kind of, that's what I did to it. And I also rolled off the top end just to kind of help get rid of that buzz. But that's the only thing I've done to it. I was going to drop in and do the old pull tech trick, but to add it more thump. But the way you gave it to me, it just sounded, tons of chomp, And if
I didn't add anything to it.
Yeah, and if I were going to do this, I would, the pull tip trick, which I like to use on a kick, is take any kind of, this is a Waves version of pull tip, but just take 30 hertz, boost 3 and attenuate 3. Yeah, it just gives it a little bit of beat on the bottom. Yep. Real quick, we're going to hear what the guitars are doing. I haven't really soloed these out in a while. Let's listen to them individually. Kind of going for that beat, that Eagles thing, one of these nights. You know what I mean? The jank.
Yeah.
Jank. But again, on these tracks, as you can see, I don't have any processing on them at all.
You know, it might be cool.
Nothing on these. I have one on the channel EQ, of the bus, which I'm kind of rolling a lot of that out, and a little bit of the mud. But that's all I've done. Not much more to say about the guitars, except that I recorded, this is the first song I recorded with my Gibson Les Paul that I got in standard, that I got in 20.
Are the delays printed wet, or are the guitars printed there with delays on them, or are they?
They're printed wet. Yeah. Again, okay. This was a demo, and when I kind of run old school. That's what we did when we cut the tape. When we had 8 tracks, you cut, you burned them in.
I still do that to this day on a lot of stuff. It's just,
I like to hear the song mix itself as I go through the song, as I build the song, But usually time-based effects, I won't. But again, this started as a demo, and I'm just trying to salvage it. I keep looking over here because the program is on my other monitor. But, and here's a solo that I did with that. I was kind of happy with it. Yeah, and just looking at this real quick, what I did was on that track, I put a vocal ride plug-in, which helps just ride it over the music. Channel EQ, messing on removing some of the problematic frequencies, kind of focusing it because guitar sounds so big, and then I used an Echo Boy Jr. for the delay. And real quick, we're just going to dance through some of these tracks that I forgot that there's two kind of keyboards what I've got. A B3 and a Rhodes. I'm not sure what those are doing. Yeah, they sound really thin to me, and I wanted to get your opinion on how we should treat those in the production when we get to that point.
On
because they're definitely very thin, and I kind of needed them thin so that they would stick out in the mix. I've got them panned pretty hard.
Just about all great mixes I've ever heard, if you solo stuff out like that, each individual instrument sounds so thin that it sounds like it's coming through a transistor radio speaker.
Yeah. Let's just see what they sound like in that.
Except for the
Yeah, I keep battling whether it's too loud or not loud enough. I don't know. I just don't.
Pull your vocal back in.
Yeah.
Can lead to indiscretion. Honesty can see through the lies. I'm broken, but I'm hoping that she's open to the truth in my eyes. 'Cause my heart is feeling Minnesota. My body is feeling Dubai. Yeah, my baby, she's going to Carolina. But I feel it. Oh, baby, come home.
I think the guitars are getting buried there in that chorus. What do you guys think?
Go back. The end of the verse.
'Cause my heart is feeling Minnesota. My body is feeling Dubai. She's going to Carolina, but I feel her in my bones tonight. Oh, baby, come home. 'Cause my heart
You know, it would probably behoove me to record those guitars cleaner so that they have more presence.
I was just going to say maybe during the chorus, pull the organ parts down or put them off full.
Yeah, it doesn't
right
even hurt, you know, at times in
come
a
out of the
song
way.
to
You can
drop
move 'em.
an instrument out, you know.
Yeah.
And sometimes it seems counterintuitive to pull something out in a chorus, but that can actually make the others sound bigger and more open.
Right. Let's try that real quick. Let's go right before the chorus.
Listen to the transition with no keys or organ or anything.
Yeah, we'll
in
do
the
it. The
chorus.
organs will be in the verse, and I'll
Do you
pull them
have
out.
piano and organ on the chorus?
Do I have a what?
Do you have piano and organ on the chorus?
Yep. I've got the Rhodes is doing that down, 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 down,
Okay.
down, and the organ is
Well,
just
then the first time you do it, take them both out. Then do it with just the piano.
okay.
And then whatever level those were contributing to the mix, I would try to approximate that with additional guitar level.
Okay.
Let
Probably
those
the one on-
let those step out of the way and let the guitars step up to fill in that void.
Right. So let's.
Probably the one on the left too, because I believe that's the one that's giving you the body, the lower body chords or whatever.
Let's try Gary's idea of taking them out in the first chorus, so we'll be coming back up to them. I don't miss them.
Yeah, I like that better.
Yeah, and then the second
And I
chorus.
think that left guitar could come up some because I'm hearing, of course, I think my left ear is probably the worst one, but
yeah,
you
and
know,
it's also lower.
that's
in
the one that's got the most saturation on it, and
Yeah.
it doesn't cut through the mix like the other one. So
Let's try it real quick.
that might fill in that gap. There you go.
Okay, so the next one will be doing this little dance that happens between the keyboards. This.
Just bring the piano in and leave the organ out on the next one.
Yeah, the next chorus would be just. I'm gonna
'Cause
let
the
these guys do
piano's
their
playing that
dance
little
there.
funky rhythm, you know.
Yeah, and then we'll take this one. Take the organ out. I think those keyboards are just distracting as hell. What do you guys think right there?
Lean on,
Yeah, I
lean on the
agree.
guitar. Lean on the guitar.
I mean, this is a guitar song, you know.
Yeah, it is.
That keyboard that organ actually reminds me of old Steppenwolf stuff.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
born to be wild.
Or, yeah. Or the
The real
monsters.
distorted organ stuff, you know.
Yeah. take these out too, and just have them come back in on the chorus.
Hey man, I'm going to make a suggestion that I know you're not going to go for, but I always look at music from the listener's standpoint. I never, even though I'm a musician and I love, listening to guitar solos and all kinds of stuff like that. Even in one of my own songs that I'm writing right now, it has all these breaks in it, and it's a slow song. And it's got all these riffs and stuff that happen in these breaks in the music. I'm thinking about the listener and dancers or whatever, it might be. They don't like breaks in music. So it's just a suggestion, but I'd cut that solo in half.
I will take that. I will think about that. I agree. It gets a little
split it up
because
fortuitous.
You could have two versions. You could have the album version. You could do a 15-minute solo at the beginning if you really want to solo through the song. But
well, you know what? We can try that.
This song is all about groove and the lyrics. It's mainly about the story in this song. It's great lyrics.
So we can do that in Logic. I can just have it skip the second part of the solo. Let me find out where it is.
Yeah, and if you decide to do that, you might want to piece that solo together where some of the licks from the first half go with the second half.
Yeah.
Or something, But anyway, there's a little lick in there that's not as fluid as what I've heard you play before. And if you take something out, you might want to take out that part.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you exactly where it is unless I heard it again. I could point it out to you, but
let's hear what.
I like that. I like that. I think it's right here.
Yeah, this one is.
Right there. That.
Yeah.
I would.
Well, just for kicks, we're just going to see if we can we'll remove that.
Yeah,
That
remove that
part
second
there.
half.
I think it's cool. It's just kind of muffled a little bit, but with some volume automation, you could get that up to where it cut through, though, if you wanted to keep it.
Okay, this is how you do it. We're just going to take it right to the chorus. So we're going along just to see what it would sound like. I'd have to
I think
put
it's
them
cool,
in my heart.
man. You jump right back in there, and you don't lose your listeners. A lot of people that don't know a whole lot about music and stuff, they're into that lyric and going on that trip with you. Like, I'm driving down the road in Winslow, Arizona, got 7 women on my mind. I'm immediately in the truck,
Yeah.
I'm right there with the dude going down the road. And if he wants to do a 10-minute solo in the middle of the song, I got to get out and get another ride.
Yeah. So what I want to keep that last lick because it leads back into the chorus.
Yeah.
So I'll have to comp
That's what I'm
that.
saying. You could cut the thing up, piece it together.
Yeah.
Because that last lick that you come in has the right notes leading into the chorus. So,
Right.
So yeah, you got the idea.
And then I'll have to go through and cut all the tracks and reseal them. But yes, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna write a note on my solo guitar. Cut in half. Comp / composite. That way I'll remember when I open this up again. Good idea. I like it already. Because the song is what? Well, it's 3 minutes, 21 seconds. It's not a long song. Cutting that out, it'll be right around 3 minutes, which that's fine. I'm okay with
For
it.
radio play, DJs love short songs because they'll always stick those short ones in there right before a commercial when they only got 2 minutes before a commercial comes on. Justin was a DJ. He knows. He was a radio DJ at one time.
Were you?
And you got to, yeah, I was on 2 different FM stations at once.
Well, that's where that radio voice
Harvey
came
Logan,
from.
I was Harvey Logan on KZ96, which was the easy listening adult contemporary channel, and then I would go over across the hall and I would do DX 100.3, and I was Woody Birch on that.
You were what?
I had a different name on the other station.
Really? Same voice,
Yeah.
different name, right?
Yep.
But yeah, that's. I told you, Tim, man. I knew he would have made a great DJ, and I said that to him one day, and he said, "Well, I was."
My band my band's name was Harvey Logan and the Woody Birch Band. So we decided that on one station my on-air name was going to be Harvey Logan, and on the other one I was going to be Woody Birch. So people it was a marketing thing for us. We were like, oh, if we do that, people will get to know our band. But it didn't last very long for anything.
But it was FM radio, and at that time, FM was the best. I mean, like now, XM radio and all that stuff is the big thing. But back then, if you were on FM, I won't say it. I was going to use the S word there, but I won't do that. So
Stereo?
you were the
Stereo?
Yeah.
That's the S word. All right, let's see. What do we got here? So I'm going to definitely do that. I'm going to make a note and cut that short. One thing I need your guys' ears on is I can't hear the cymbals, but I can watch the meters. I just want to solo the drums and look.
It's going to be hard to hear cymbals in a song like this anyway, because there's a lot of, again, we're back to that saturation thing. That's that same frequency range is where all those cymbals
How are
going.
you? Well, I don't want to say anything until I listen again and just listen to drums.
I'm the wrong person to ask anyway, because Justin gets on me about my hi-hat on.
But Tim,
Yeah.
what have you got for room and cymbal mics and overheads and stuff?
Oh.
I'm just wondering what you have track-wise, and is that going through a drum bus that's got saturation and compression on it? And if so, are you mixing all of those with your shells into a drum bus?
Yes,
And then processing that drum bus?
It's not just a stereo, as you can see on the screen here. They're all broken out. I can solo.
And where?
Anything.
So what is that last? I can't read it. It's blurry enough. I can't read. What's the last orange track there?
Reverb. That's what comes from the.
Okay. And the one to the left of it, is that just the drums? What is that?
It says crunch, but there's nothing on that channel. I disabled the crunch because it had saturation, and I didn't want Gary to get mad at me. So you'll notice there's nothing on that channel.
So then all of those drum channels or tracks are feeding to your main mix bus directly?
No, they're feeding into a drum bus.
And what do you have on the drum bus?
On the drum bus, I guess I could stop it. What I have on the drum bus is, but you're asking me what I could do. In drums, I can go through the snare and pick out.
What I would like to know, or to hear, if you can do it quickly, is take all your room and cymbal mics and overheads,
Uh-huh.
feed those straight to your left and right mix bus, and don't run those through your drums bus with the rest of your drums. Let them breathe clean through your mix bus. Leave your other drums in the drum bus.
All right.
Process
So what
those
I
the
can
way you
do
it.
is I will send that to output left and right, stereo output.
That way, whatever EQ and saturation and stuff you're adding on the overall drum bus doesn't apply to the overheads in the room. That'll keep those clean.
That's
And might open those up a little bit.
another
Yes.
great concept. Hi-hat too.
Yeah. Sometimes, and this is just something that I started doing because I get to a point where I'm frustrated and not getting the sound that I want. And if I split all of those out and don't run those through with everything else, I feel like I get more what I want.
Okay, let's
faster.
just hear what that sounds like that we just did that. That's not going to work. Maybe I have to solo them all. Yeah. Get to something happening. Now I don't hear them at all. They're there, but I don't hear them.
I do. I can hear 'em.
I hear them. I hear everything.
I gotta fix that. I'm not hearing them at all.
Tim, let me ask you a question.
Unsolo them.
I'm just
Unsolo what?
curious.
Oh. Yep.
Go ahead, Gary.
Did you play just straight? Are you playing 16ths on the ride cymbal, or are you just going ding, dang, dang, dang?
I believe it. I believe I can check that, but I'm pretty sure that it's
Quarter notes?
yeah,
or
they're
16ths?
16. Dang ding dang ding dang ding.
Okay. All right. I was thinking it might sound cool to. Are you using the ride bell at all
I don't know. I
on the one?
probably not.
You know, the ding, ding on the 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you're doing 16ths, you might want to hit the ride bell and just go back and forth like dang, dang, dang,
Yeah.
dang, dang.
Let's take
It'd give it a good drive. You know, we're talking two different things here. Justin's talking mixing, and I'm talking. The
yeah,
way
let's
it's
go
played,
back to
so
Justin's real
I
quick.
don't
He
want
wanted
to
to
get you
hear
confused.
he wanted to hear unsoloed.
What I'm wondering, Tim, is the way, I don't know how this works as far as your routing and your solo buses, but if your solo bus is set to go through a different routing configuration than what your main mix and what's coming out to us is doing, you may not be hearing those overheads and solo or cymbals and everything because of your I don't know what you've got routing wise.
Yeah,
We're
routing,
hearing everything.
yeah, routing wise, like the overheads is going straight to the stereo out. That's how it's routed, regardless if it's soloed or if it's not soloed.
Okay.
So let's just grab that section of the chorus. Hang on, there's some cymbal work here. No, here. I'm not hearing it at all. Just
Hearing
for,
what?
I'm not hearing them. I mean, I know they're there. I can kind of sense that they're there, but just for kicks, I'm gonna.
Well, on that part that you just played, it was hi-hat. Just giving you a little
chorus
tick,
was
tick,
the
tick.
chorus was ride.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you played the solo right there,
I played the.
didn't you?
No, I started it here.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
just for kicks, I'm going to put them back in, and it's just for my we're going to put those back in bus 12. You know, it sounds exact.
I can hear the
Yeah, we lost
crashes,
a lot
but
of-
there's no ride happening there.
Yeah, we
It's
lost
like
a lot of it.
Yeah,
I could hear the ride before,
putting,
but I couldn't hear it at all that time.
oh, wait, those are on the stereo out. I wanted to hear what it sounded like when I moved them to the drum bus, which is what, bus 12. All right. I can hear them now. Yeah, I can hear those.
What is the output routing of the drum bus? Just straight to the stereo mix?
Yes, drum bus goes straight to the stereo right here.
Okay.
But yeah, Gary, I'm gonna put a note on that too, on the overhead. I'm gonna say use bell.
I mean, that's just something you could try, if you want
Yeah.
to. I hate to get you too sidetracked because we're talking about two different things here.
No, but I totally agree. What I can do
Another
is
thing
use
you
the
could
bell.
try too, if you've got time on that, I could see a drummer actually playing quarter notes with a mid hi-hat, just a splash thing like that kind of thing.
Yeah,
The typical rock
like the half
mid-hat
open
thing.
half open.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's a good drummer in Nashville that might play on this.
He doesn't have a real hi-hat though. My hi-hat don't do a very good mid-hat.
Hey,
I have one. It's in storage. I'd have to go get it and just sit there and go. Psh, psh.
Hey,
But
Patrick,
I
good
do
to
it
see
for
you.
you, man.
Yeah, but I definitely want to go in there and have him hitting the bell. Dang, gang, dang, gang, gang. That'll help. So,
And even skip a couple of beats, like, you're hitting the bell on the 1, 2, 3, and 4, and the ands are all the bow part of the cymbal. Leave some of the bow cymbals out, and just leave the bang, 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 bang. I think it'll give it some good drive,
yeah.
Either that or you could put a cowbell in it.
I got a fever, and the only cure. All right. Where are we at? I didn't want to run longer than an hour. I think this might be in a couple of stages because I want to make those edits. I want to shorten that solo for sure. Oh, you know what? I'm in Logic. I'm going to use something I never use, which is here. There's my lyrics. No, I'll do a list later. Is there anything you guys want to hear before? I want to
hear just all the vocals,
just a cappella or with
all of it.
percussion.
No music, no percussion, nothing. Just vocals.
Yeah, and I'm going to warn you, the lead vocal is not good. It was poorly recorded, but the performance was good, and I chose the performance over the overdriven, low res sounding thing. I thought it kind of added to the vibe of the song, but you'll hear it. It's just kind of crappy, but
Oh, stop it.
why am I not hearing anything? Oh.
My baby left a hole in my soul. She stole it when she walked out that door. Left me here all by myself, a broken man with no one else. Ain't like she's done this before. Well, she took the first bus out of town, headed to her family down south. I'm broken, but I'm hoping if I can get this open, in this whiskey bottle I'll drown. My heart is feeling Minnesota. My body is feeling Dubai. My baby, she's going to Carolina, but I feel her in my bones tonight. I've been dancing with the devil till dawn, hoping that she hasn't moved on. I'm not the man she thinks I am.
Yep.
The only thing that I'm wondering right now is what is the tempo of the song and what are your delays on your vocals set to right now? Because it doesn't sound to me like, as I'm counting the meter, the time of the song, the delay on the vocals seems like it's like offset triplets or something. And I'm wondering if that's intentional, or do you want to maybe try to lock that in, tighten everything up even more? Because you already pulled the keys and stuff out, and it seems like it makes everything, like when everything's there, it's like it's there's less there, but it's more punchy and tighter.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if you do the same, if you adjust the delay on the vocals maybe to time in with the song, that might lock it in a lot better also.
Yeah, and in fact, they weren't synced. I'm definitely using a slap.
Sync those, pull the drums in, or just pull everything in and see what that, like.
I'm going to sync it now, and let's see what with the drums and bass. And by the way, this is my vocal chain that I had set up, which I can tell is super old because I haven't used this plugin in years. But let me clear all this stuff out of the way. That's just anybody that was curious. That was my vocal chain on this track. And let's go to that.
My baby left a hole in my soul. She stole it when she walked out that door. Left me here all by myself, a broken man with no one else. Ain't like she's done this before. Well, she took the first bus out of town.
Yeah, it's locked in now in time. So good call. I didn't even notice that I didn't have it in sync. I just did. I think I bought this Epic plugin around the time, and Crystal Algae says he never uses buses, throw it on the track. It's designed to run on the track. So that's odd for me, but it works. Just
That's usually all I do is I try to make sure that all my delays are in time with the song. And then once I've done that, then adjusting times and mixes you don't feel like you're chasing your tail as much if you're not trying to lock it in time if you just sync it.
Right.
Agreed. I usually use tempo delays too, and just sync them up.
Let's see.
A lot of guys won't do that, and they'll just sit there and keep working with the delay time until they find something that they think works. And it's like, why not just sync it?
And sorry, everybody in the chat. I've been trying to man all these windows, and I missed. Great to see Pat Chandler in the chat, and Dog Pod. Good to see you, man. Doc. Thanks, Mark, for being here. And if I missed anybody, I'm sorry.
Hey, Mark. What's up, buddy?
but where we're at, we're at 57. Yeah, you know what? I think that I honestly think
I'm
that
gonna have to cut out anyway, Tim.
yeah, I think that the drums need work. They just need. I need to choose some better fills. I need to work on the ride. I need to do a comp of that solo to shorten it by half.
Tim,
Yeah.
I'm just offering if you want it. I'll help you with those drum parts. One of the things that I would have suggested as far as playing, and I know that's all I've really done through this whole thing is suggest things about the playing part. But maybe that's good to have me here and have Justin here because he's the engineer guy. He knows way more about mixing than I do. But I would simplify those drums too. Some of those like roll feels.
Yeah.
I'd I'd keep it more into a groove setting, and just have that kind of stuff, just some simple little thing that just keeps the roll going, that
Right.
train roll.
Just stay in a pocket.
Exactly.
Yeah. And again, I programmed those drums, I don't know, 5 years ago using Easy Drummer with a limited library. Now I've got the Easy Drummer 3 with massive amount of MIDI and kits. I might just redo the drums with your
Well, actually,
consulting.
I wouldn't recut the whole thing because I like where it sits right now as far as the beat, the groove, and everything. Just some of the feels. That's all I do.
Yeah,
is
those
make-
fills
and then
they feel forced. They feel like they were recorded by a guitar player or MIDI. You know, I'll do some work on it, and then maybe you can suggest some things, and we can get that worked out.
okay.
And then I guess from there,
We've got some audio stuff to figure out on our monitoring side of Zoom.
yeah,
So it sounds like the stream is okay. So the important part's working.
yeah, and also I need to dive into why your cameras are not high definition when I'm paying for that. So that's, I'm sure, operator error on my behalf. But yeah, and then
Well, I think that the audio issues that I'm hearing on my end are probably tied to that video resolution issue as well.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I bet you're right. But what we'll do is we'll do some editing on this. I think I might re-sing that background vocal. Do all that editing, and then maybe next time we come back and we do a mono mix and like strip it down, build it up.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. It's just what it was like going through the pandemic. We all went from bands and life to working in a vacuum, and I'm thankful that we have technology like this. Like today, it's so funny, Gary. Gary comes in. He says he sends me a message. Hey, can you send me a link? I want to try something out with this microphone. I'm like, sure. And so I send him a link. He comes into the stream. I'm sitting there working on, I think it was drums or something.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's like, I'm going to test this microphone. And then he goes, all right, I'll be back in a little bit. He come back and he goes, what you doing, man? Oh, and working on them drums. It felt like he was walking in and sat out of my room in the same house, in the same studio. That was so cool. So you work on that for a while. I'm going to go get something to eat. And then you walk right back in.
I'll be back in a little while.
Yeah. So, and again, thank you, Justin and Gary, for walking me through all this crazy loop back technology and getting the audio routed correctly. It's fun. Hang on, what was that? Thanks, Mark. It wasn't rock solid at what, 9 we were planning on going at 9:40, 9:30, and we had mono. They could only hear mono, and we had loopback things that we thought we solved last night. So I'm just glad that it worked out. So I'm just going to say thank you guys, and thank you everybody in the chat, and just I don't have a designated time for things. It'll usually happen at Saturday night, on a Saturday night, 9:30, 10 o'clock, and just ring the bell, and it'll let you know if this is going to happen again.
It only broke because we tried to have it prepared.
Yeah. All right. Well, I want to thank everybody for hanging out in the chat with us, and thank you guys, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. And
All right, man.
Yeah.
All right. See you, everybody.
Good night.
See you guys.